Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Hermitcraft. Look at this beautiful welcome to the jungle center. It's gorgeous. It's lovely. I love it. You know what we have to do today? We have to actually make that book and get it to B00. So that's going to be our first victim. Not victim. Not victim at all. I'm not sure why I even said that. That's going to be our first entry. Oh, thanks, Mumbo. You the man, cool guy. It's going to be our first entry into the book, the welcome book, the pamphlet. Not really a pamphlet. Information guide is what we'll call it. So I got to do that. I got to do a few other things too. I want to clean up my base here. I want to get this entrance looking a lot better than it looks right now, because right now it looks terrible. I also want to get something going over here because I kind of like this little cave area. Just not sure what I should make out of it just yet. It would be kind of cool to have something there, though. I think there's another cave here that I saw that goes all the way through. Am I wrong about that? Is there one back here? There might be one back here. No, maybe that's the one I saw. But yeah, we want to do something with this little cave area. I've got a couple ideas, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. But for right now, just trying to get some stuff back into my chests here, trying to get everything out of the out of that welcome to the jungle center area. Oh yeah, and I wanted to make this path better, which means getting rid of all this, I think. And I kind of wanted to fix lots of little things to do today, and I'm going to tell you a story about a date I had last night once we get started on those things. First step here is getting rid of all this stuff. I really do kind of want to farm, but maybe we'll make a farm somewhere else. I mean, we have a whole giant jungle at our disposal. Why limit ourselves to a little farm right here? So let me just clear this all out so I can start with a clean slate. Clean slate. Oh, look at that. The grass just grew. Is it going to be dark? We should sleep. We should sleep. I also moved the cat over inside the meeting room so he wouldn't be meowing the whole time. So yeah, last night, guys, this is the dating story that I mentioned briefly on Twitter last night. Last night I went on a date and it was interesting to say the least. I mean, nothing terrible happened, just odd. And I'm not going to give any names, and I'm sure this person is a wonderful person. It was just kind of a weird situation. What do we want to do over here? I feel like maybe we need... Wait, where is that water dripping? I know I put water up here. Oh, okay, so it's dripping over there. All right, let's put a piece of dirt here. I feel like dirt would work here, you know, because this is an oft-traveled path. I also am not sure about this whole situation here. Let's maybe replace that with a slab. I think I like that better. Okay, so yeah, last night. So we met on a dating app. Not the most popular one that you guys are probably thinking of. I don't really use that app. I'm just testing my walkthrough, and I still don't know if I should move it over one. I think we'll just leave it for now, and we'll see what happens. I could always move it afterwards. The entrance into the backyard, I mean. So yeah, we started talking, I don't know, maybe just a few days ago, not very long ago. And before we even met in person, let me just preface this by saying I'm more of a texter than a talker. She's definitely a talker. Do we want it to go straight, or do we want a little bit of a curve? I think we want a little bit of a curve. Before we even met, she's calling me 3 times a day. That's cool. I mean, that's all right. I would be like, let's not do that. But I was like, okay, that's fine. That's just something that she wants to do. Let's call 3 times a day, sure. I mean, I should have already sort of kind of not put my foot down, but I should have been wary of that already. Like it shouldn't have got to the next level, which was the date. The date itself was pretty simple, I think. We just decided to go for a walk in a park. High Park, to be more exact. Those of you who live in Toronto know all about High Park. I'm sure it's like the most popular park in Toronto. It's like Toronto's Central Park. But there's like really cool stuff there. There's all kinds of little park areas and plenty of seating areas. There's a pond. There's what do you call a playground? There's a playground for the kids if you have kids. It's a really nice place. So I thought, hey, let's do that. Let's go for a walk. I felt really bad though because she lives like an hour away, and she actually suggested coming to me. So I was like, oh man, okay, that puts a little bit of pressure on me too. I have to like entertain you now because I really have to make it worth your hour and 15-minute trip. So we get to High Park. First of all, the day before the date, or sorry, the day of the date, because it was kind of last minute, she texted me actually for once and not called me, asking me if or what she should wear. And I told her, well, we're going to a park. I'm going to bring my dog. You should wear, I don't know, maybe just jeans, t-shirt, a hat for the sun. and some running shoes because we're going to be doing a lot of walking. Fast forward to the time where I come to meet her. I get there. She's waiting for me in the parking lot. And the first thing I notice is that she's wearing jeans, yes, but like a fancy lace shirt, which was fine, and like 6-inch heels, guys, to go to a park, like 6-inch heels. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what the heck is this girl doing? This is going to be a nightmare for her. So we meet up. She walks to my car and she gets in my car immediately. And I'm like, what the heck is going on here? She has to go to the bathroom. Okay, that's cool. There's bathrooms all over Hyde Park. Nope, not the case. She does not want to go to a bathroom in Hyde Park. She wants to go to Starbucks bathroom because, I mean, I guess park bathrooms are not the greatest. So I could understand her trepidation about that. So, okay, we want to go to Starbucks just so you can go to the bathroom. That's cool. Let's do that then. So she hops in my car. I drive her. By the way, I have my dog in the back seat, Daisy. I didn't take Bubba because he's not really good with long walks. What else should I put here? I feel like maybe a little pond would be nice. Ooh, you know what we could do? It might look weird, but let's break this. Yeah, that'll be nice. So Daisy's in the back seat, and she gets in the car. She's like, oh my god, I have to pee so bad. Please, can we go to Starbucks? I'm like, okay, that's fine. I mean, I don't want anybody's bladder rupturing or anything like that. So let's do that then. Let's go to Starbucks. Gets in the car, notices my dog is in the back, and she's like, oh, you did bring your dog. I didn't think you were going to bring. And I'm like, what? What do you mean you didn't think? The whole point was to walk the dog in Hyde Park. But okay, yeah, I brought the dog. That's what I did. And so we drive. We have to exit the park, and Starbucks is not that far away, but it kind of sucks that I just got there, and now I'm having to drive out of the park to take this person to a bathroom. So we do that. Is that going to create an infinite source here? What is wrong with me lately and infinite sources? There we go. All right. So I drive her to Starbucks from Hyde Park, and I wait outside in the car while she goes inside because I can't go inside. Daisy's in the car. I'm not going to leave Daisy in the car. So I wait, and it took an extraordinary amount of time, but that's fine. I mean, you got to do what you got to do, right? I don't know what she was doing. So I wait, and she gets back in the car, and she comes carrying like these 2 giant iced coffee things. Really appreciate her getting me an iced coffee. Fantastic. You're the best. So this should connect now, right? Yeah, that's kind of cool, right? I like that. Do we have lily pads? So she gets in the car, 2 giant iced coffees. I'm like, okay, let's drive back to the park, I guess. I do have lily pads. So we drive back to the park. We park, we get out, start walking Daisy, and she's drinking her iced coffee. Everything is normal again. We walk for a bit, and I notice that she is obviously not having a good time because she's wearing these heels, and I keep telling her, like, do you want to sit down or something? But she's like, no, let's keep walking. I decide to go downhill, which I guess in hindsight, it's probably kind of a mean thing to do, especially when she's like in pain from walking in those heels. But we go downhill through, so Hyde Park has a little zoo. I don't know if I mentioned that already. We go through the zoo, all downhill, and it's kind of a stinky place. And the whole time, she's kind of complaining about how stinky it is, which, I mean, yeah, it's a zoo, and there's like bison and stuff. Like, it's gonna be stinky. What is like, what were you expecting? So that was kind of a turnoff. Like, I'm an animal person, and I don't know, it just feels weird when people complain about stuff like that. Like, they're animals. Also, she mentioned she was a dog person, but she did not know how to act around. Like, it was really weird. It's like she'd never seen a dog before. She didn't really know how to act around Daisy very well. Kind of like petting her, but like really cautiously, which I guess is understandable because you don't know a dog, but it just, dog owners, you know, like if somebody is used to dogs, then you know that person is used to dogs. Like, you can tell. And that was not the case with her. This is looking really good so far. I think we need a bench somewhere. Where could we put the bench? I wanted to also put a little bit of vegetation here, but maybe we'll put the park bench like right here. You know what? Maybe let's just not do that. Let's break that. Let's put the bench back here. Where was I? Right, we start walking Daisy. We go downhill. She's complaining about the smell. She wants to sit down now. So we passed like 1,000,000 benches. I'm like, how about there? Nope, not really feeling that bench. not exactly what she said, but that's what she conveyed. And I'm like, well, how about there? Nope, we passed the zoo. We're into like a little pond area now with more benches, and she still does not see a bench to her liking. Finally, we go near the playground for the kids, and there's like these little wooden tables, which, by the way, looked way dirtier than any of the other benches we passed, but she decides those are the ones. Okay, that's cool. We sit down, we talk for about, I don't know, half hour, 45 minutes. Normal, everything's cool. But then she decides that she wants to get going. Meanwhile, while we're talking, by the way, I should mention, I feel like this place needs to be like shaped a little bit. While we're talking, she's sipping away at her iced coffee. I had already sort of thrown mine out. Not really thrown it out. I mean, I finished most of it, and I felt terrible. But she got like the biggest size possible, so I didn't really want to mess around with that. So I finished as much as I could, and then I threw the rest of it out with her permission. I wasn't like rude about it. You know what we need is clay. Do we not have clay for a little pot? I feel like a little pot would look so good over there. Yeah, doesn't look like we have it. Okay, well, I think there's clay right out front here, so it shouldn't be a big deal. Yeah, there we go. Finishes her iced coffee. What the heck is that noise I'm hearing? Sorry. I'm getting really distracted by like real life noises. I keep thinking that it's raining, but it's not raining. It's just like maybe heavy winds. She finishes her iced coffee. We get up to start walking, and she is still having a hard time with those heels, man. I can't believe she wore heels. Anyway, where's the furnace? Over here. We walk up, back towards the car, and she starts saying that she needs to go to the bathroom again. It's been a total of... Oh gosh, it's been a total of maybe an hour-ish, hour and 15 minutes, and she already wants to go to the bathroom again. So I'm like, okay. So once again, I'm like mentioning places. Over here would be kind of cool. I kind of want this to grow first, though. Come on. I start mentioning places as we're passing them. Like, look, there's a bathroom. There's a bathroom. She's like, no. I'll go to the one at the top. Because she saw, when she came in first, she saw like a big bathroom building. And I guess she would rather go to those than the little tiny bathrooms that we were at. So we finally get to the top of the hill, and she's like panicking. Like she's going to like 100% pee her pants. She's even saying like, oh my God, I'm going to pee my pants. So I'm starting to get really anxious now too, because like, you don't want that to happen to anybody, let alone the person you're on a date with. It's kind of weird. Like, I don't know. I was really uncomfortable at that point. Like, what are you doing? What do you want me to do for you right now? I'm trying to help. I'm pointing out bathrooms. You refuse to go in any of them. So it's really, really strange. Anyway, we get to the top of the hill near the car where she saw that big, fancier bathroom, I guess, and it's closed down for construction. So, the only thing around is porta potties. This is looking really nice. I need that pot though. The only thing around is porta potties, and I'm like, yeah, you should probably just use one of those, because I'm figuring she's pretty desperate right now. If you guys could see, like, she was freaking out that she was gonna pee her pants, like 100% pee your pants. So I'm like, just use the porta potty so you don't have to pee your pants. She refuses to use the porta potty. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's fine, I guess. This is the moment where I started thinking, ugh, this is not going to work. Like, this person, I don't know. It's just, this kind of looks in the way too, doesn't it? I want it. I think maybe here is probably the best place for it. Do something like that. Sure, that's nice. You know what else would be nice in this yard? A little bit of lighting. Maybe we could put like a post with some prismarine or something. Can we hang lights from the tree? Ooh, that would be kind of cool. Let's hang lights from the top of this tree here. We're going to need some fence. Yeah, or glass or steel because it looks like rope. Yeah, or iron. Sorry, not steel. Iron bars because it looks like rope. I think we'll try that. So what's our next option? Well, acquire hardware. Oh my God, these these stupid achievements. Our next option is to go back to that Starbucks because I guess she was comfortable with the Starbucks bathroom. I don't know. That's a little bit too low, I think. Once you put the block here. Yeah, that's a bit low. Let's raise it up a bit. So we walk back to the car. Oh, no, sorry. This time we decided to walk to the Starbucks because we were near the edge of the park, and the Starbucks was... sorry if I'm all scatterbrained. Usually I don't like telling stories while I'm doing stuff like this because I can't focus, but this is definitely a different episode. So we walk to the Starbucks, and at this point, it's like 9:45 at night, and I'm like, oh man, what if the Starbucks is closed? And she's like, no, it won't be closed. It closes at 10. Okay, we get to the Starbucks, and guess what? It is closed. It is 100% closed. So I start freaking out. I'm like, oh my god, this girl is totally gonna pee her pants. It's too late. The Starbucks isn't exactly super close to, maybe we'll put some dirt here or something. Yeah, Starbucks isn't like super close to the park. We still had to walk a bit, and at this point, I'm kind of worried that she's not gonna make it, and she is gonna pee her pants, and I'm gonna have to drive her to her car with peed pants, and I don't want to do that. We're gonna replace that that water, by the way. I just wanted to get it out of here just to cover this stuff up, to make sure it looks natural still. I don't like unnatural things. Yeah, so it's closed. And so I start freaking out a little bit. I'm like, oh my god, what the heck do I do now? I look across the street and there's like an old folks home, like a retirement home, and it seems to be the only thing open at that point. And I'm telling her, like, you gotta go over there and you gotta ask if you could use the bathroom. So we cross the street. She goes, ooh, okay. She goes in there and she asks if she could use the bathroom. And the lady is fine with it, which I mean, I would assume that would take a special kind of cruel person to not let someone use the bathroom when they need it so bad. So fine. Tragedy avoided, I guess. I wait outside for probably, I don't know, another 15 minutes. You know, I realized like 30% of this date was me waiting outside for her to go to the bathroom. Wait outside. She gets it out and she's finally not dying, threatening to pee her pants. I'm happy at this point. I'm like, finally things can go back to normal. How is this water gonna flow down here? Just like that, huh? I don't think I want that to happen. So what we're gonna do is cut that off. Maybe I don't like this little pointy bit, but I don't know, like, this water is the worst in this game. It is the absolute worst. We walk back to the car, and at this point, it's past 10 by the time we get back. And I just want to go home, honestly. Like this day, I mean, she's a nice person, but it just didn't happen. We weren't clicking, and weird stuff was happening. I'd rather just, like, end it. She wants to keep hanging out, but I'm like, no, I think I gotta go. I said I had to go feed my dogs, which is true. But I have used that excuse in the past to get out of something. It's true, though. Like, if you don't feed Bubba or Daisy at specific times, they throw up because their stomach is so empty. So it kind of sucks coming home after something and then realizing that you have to, like, clean up dog vomit. But anyway, so I'm like, yeah, maybe we should just go home. So I drive her back to her car, and she gets in her car. This is the part that just blew me away. So the whole time, she is, like, obviously having trouble walking in these heels. And the whole time I was like, oh, man, yeah, maybe you should have just, you know, brought some running shoes or something. And she's like, yeah, I should have worn running shoes. She gets to her car, and she mentions, oh, I had running shoes in my car the whole time. What? Seriously? Like, oh my god, so much pain could have been avoided if she had just, like, worn her dang running shoes. Are you kidding me? Anyway, at this point, I'm just like, yeah, this is really weird, and I just want to go home. So I go home, and on the way home, not on the way home, but when I get home, I send her a text like, you know, it was really nice meeting you, but I just don't think it's going to work out. She was not happy about that, which is really surprising. She seemed like a very mature person, but once I said that, it was like, I don't know, she was not happy, and so she started, like, saying some weird stuff, like, weird stuff. I won't mention what she said because it's not really that important, but weird stuff. Like making me feel guilty for like not giving her a chance or something. And all I said was like, you know, sometimes there's chemistry and sometimes there isn't. And there was no chemistry in this case. And I thought she would understand, but she didn't. Anyway, that ended that. And I will probably never see her again, and I'm sure she hates me for whatever reason. But yeah, I thought you guys would just like to know. I don't know. I'm gonna start going on these dates more often now. So maybe I'll have some funny, hopefully not funny date stories, hopefully successful date stories. But I thought maybe that would be kind of a cool change of pace for today's episode. You guys hear a story, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you didn't, I apologize. And I'll never do it again. How's this thing looking, guys? I'm thinking it's looking pretty good. I can't put anything there? Okay, what about... I wonder why I can't... Okay, that's okay. I'm trying to figure out how to make this look a little bit more natural instead of just coming out of nowhere. So, I don't know, could we... Now, this is going to look weird, though, because it's like coming from the bottom of the tree. We don't want that. We don't want that. Let's do that. I guess that's all right. We got a little bit of action going on here. I don't like the fact that it's all open like that. Maybe, ooh, could we possibly have some vines coming off of it, and then I'll put string underneath so it doesn't grow anymore? Vines. Oh, do I not have string? Okay, that's a relief. Let's go back in here. And let's do this. Man, I had a lot of things planned today, but I work a lot slower when I'm telling stories. So I'm sorry if it's kind of a boring... Interesting. I thought if you placed it underneath, it would be underneath. Well, let's try this then. You gonna notice that? You kind of do notice it. Man, I wish there was a way to just stop vines. You can't notice it from out here, though. That's all right. I don't think it's gonna be a big deal. All right, let's finish this path into here. I have to like fix the entrance here too. I need some quartz so I can make a couple columns coming up. Should we do it 4 wide or 2 wide? I think 4 wide is probably best. Let me just get these out of here right now. Hey, new recipes unlocked. Ooh, I'm such a professional. You know, I feel terrible telling these stories. Like the person, if they're watching, they're gonna get offended. It's like it was just a weird date. Nothing against you, person. It just didn't work, and it was strange. And I wish you all the best. Very pretty girl, by the way, and I'll leave it at that. Very pretty girl. I'll just leave it at that. But that's not all that matters, right? When you're trying to find somebody, it's not just all about the looks. So you want to find some substance too, and we didn't seem to, our substances didn't match. Dirt or what? Do we want to make it look old coming up to the, yeah, I think we do. And then we'll have the pillars coming down. You know what? This is gonna be a long episode. Maybe I should end it here. Do we have a lot of quartz handy? Oh, wait, yeah, we could do some stuff here. Let's get the wood. Oh, that's not wood at all. And I think I clicked something else in there that wasn't wood, but that's okay. Let's get the wood in there. Let's get these guys, I guess. Hey, new recipes unlocked. What the heck? That was weird. What? How did I just lose 2 nether quartzes? Didn't I grab, unless one of them only had 62. Okay. Interesting. That was strange. I felt like I lost a couple there. We'll find out. Well, we won't find out. Well, I might find out, because if I look at the video, the evidence is there. Okay, let's just make this little entrance right here, and then we'll call it a day, and I promise I will never tell stories like this again, because it took up all my time and nothing got done. So I apologize. Hopefully you enjoyed it though. It's a fun little story. Do you have any dating stories? I mean, it wasn't a terrible date in terms of like a bad person or anything like that. It was just really strange. I spent my whole time waiting for, I guess, bathroom breaks and and she's just way overdressed for the park. That's the part that really confused me. Like, why would you dress like that for, we're going to a park? And then when she was surprised that I brought my dog, the whole time we talked about bringing our dog. She has one too. She has one too. And the whole time we talked about bringing our dogs. And then she sees my dog. She's like, oh, you brought your dog. I didn't think you were going to bring your dog. I'm like, what? Who are you talking to? Obviously, it wasn't me. Should we do one more? I feel like this needs a little something, these stairs. Maybe we'll outline the outside in like stone brick stairs. That might look better. So let's get some stone brick stairs. We should probably sleep again, unless somebody is sleeping. Is somebody sleeping? Nope. Should probably sleep. Hurry. Oh, monsters are nearby. Okay. Let's try these bad boys. Is that going to be enough stone stairs? Probably not, actually. 11. Zombies are going to get us. Zombies are totally going to get us. That's looking a lot better, though, this little area. I want to put some more stuff here, but I just don't know what right now. Maybe just some more tall grass or something. I can put, like, orange. Ah! Cat! Cat, get out of here. Why are you coming towards me? Oh, goodness, Cat. You know, it's good that I have him here, though. Remember last time there was a creeper that came and destroyed our stuff? That looks a little bit better. We just got to, like, sort of pretty up the sides here, and we'll be good to go. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed the story. I don't tell a lot of these stories, so if you didn't, then let me know, and I'll never tell these stories again. If you did, then maybe I might tell some more real-life stories. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye-bye.